Welcome back to Taboo Talk. You may have noticed the title for the channel has changed. It's temporarily Ice Cream Squad. Let me tell you why.
Someone went to Urban Dictionary and found out what Ice Cream Boys
So let me
are.
preface this. When I was at work, I was talking to some of my coworkers, black, and they were like, "Oh yeah, so you do YouTube? That's cool. What's your channel's name?" I was like, "Oh, we're the Ice Cream Boys." And they both looked at each other, and then they looked at me, and they're like, "You know what that means, right?" And I was like, "No." They go, "That's weird because you're like really with the culture. You don't know what that means." I was like, And they go, "Okay." Piqued my curiosity a little bit, so I looked it up on Urban Dictionary. Turns out it is a gay errand runner for people in the hood.
Basically.
That's literally like what it. Which bummed me out because I liked the name so
I mean,
much.
there's nothing wrong with Ice Cream Boys. It's just that that's not what we were
An
about.
Ice Cream Boy is a gay errand boy.
Basically.
Yeah, so
So we're your gay errand boys.
it's just I have high hopes for this channel, so I don't want people then eventually comment on the channel. Oh, so y'all going and get milk from for your daddy in the hood? It's like, what? No.
I mean,
So it's a temporary change. We're working on some new names of what we want to do.
yes. Was it Vanilla Gorilla and the
Cinnamon Sensation.
Cinnamon Sensation?
It would be long, but if y'all like it,
I mean, well, we're still brainstorming.
yeah, we're still brainstorming.
And if you have any suggestions, let's drop them in the comment.
Yeah.
In the comment section, and we'll just do a poll with the best one.
Yes, that would be amazing.
We'll do
and
something
we'll
like
let you decide what you want to call it.
Yeah.
Watch, everybody's gonna be like, Ice Cream Boys, you fucking queers.
I mean,
Who cares? We can make it our own shit. Yeah, so we're doing Taboo Talk. We had a lot of positive responses from our most recent videos, which is great. I think a lot of people are glad that we're back doing this.
took a little break, but
Took a small break. You know what I want to talk about, and I was thinking about today. And when I say this, I mean it in the most positive way. Okay?
okay.
You, Derek, Landon, and the girls have ruined dating for me.
We did.
Yes, you ruined dating for me. And let me explain why. And like I said, I meant this in a positive way. Let me explain why.
I want receipts. I want proof of all this. All of it.
Y'all have made me so picky about what I want now. That, like, which is a good thing.
Yeah, it's a good.
It's a good thing. I'm not just like,
I was very picky for a long time.
yeah, I'm not just like, oh, you attracted me? Cool, let's be in a relationship and treat me like shit, please. But it's made it to where, like, I don't know, like, I almost don't even want to try.
It's like you have standards now or something. You know, so it's like holding yourself up to a pedestal. Of
Yeah,
yourself.
it's almost like I want to find somebody who's like-minded and is going to be nice to me and do things
God
with
forbid
me.
you want something that's gonna last long. Mr. Vine over here.
Mr. Vine.
6 seconds.
My longest relationship, 3.5 years. It was terrible, but it was long.
Yeah.
But yeah, what I mean is, like, I don't know. I don't know, it's weird because we're all talking to somebody and I'm just so unsure. And, like, I don't know, it's like, I don't want to put a relationship or a title or anything, and then it's, I don't know. It's just
Is it you doubting the whole thing, or you literally seeing, or say, if you're doing it like online dating?
I'm not doing online dating. I'm never gonna do that shit again.
So you're meeting people and you're just like, oh yeah, she ain't gonna.
Basically. And it's weird, right? Because I'll have and girls I feel you on this situation. I'll have girls that like want to date me, and I'm just like, I just want to be your friend, and they're like, well, I want to be your friend, but I also want to have sex with you. And it's like,
You know
This
what, dude?
causes-
That's part of the curse of just being good motherfucking looking. You know what I'm saying? I lived it, and now that I'm cuffed up, you know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
far behind me, but you know, I had girls fighting and shit. I saw one girl had bare knuckles. Dude, that's another talk. But I feel you, man. It's and it's weird because like it'll be times where you least expect it. It's when people are like attracted to you.
Yeah, and I mean, we've talked about that. I am a fucking oblivious to anyone being interested in me ever unless they're blunt about it. And I'm like, hey, you're awesome. I want to like go on dates with you and stuff. And I'm like, oh my god, no way.
I just want to play Pokemon together. You want to do what?
I thought we were just going to watch anime and chill.
Not premarital.
But yeah, I mean, that's always been a bad habit of mine is that I am completely fucking oblivious to this.
Yeah. Sometimes you need to be able to like read the room.
Yeah, but it's like...
Because like I'm really good at picking up hints.
Uh-huh.
So there'll be people that like... At work,
Okay.
right? I'm undercover.
Yeah.
People don't know that I'm working.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm walking around acting like I'm shopping...
Mm-hmm.
There's people that would come up to me, talk, whatever, and then somebody would start a conversation and she'll, flutter her eyes, and I'm just like, I'm gonna go, because I'm like, oh, she's interested. I'm like, I'm a dip, or I start doing stuff with my hand with my ring. I'm just like,
Yeah, I really, if I got a really itchy nose.
I always start
right
with the
now.
conversation, like when she's like, oh, do you know where to find blah blah blah. And like super flirty, I'm like, oh yeah, my fiance loves that aisle. It's gonna be on my A17. Like, I do that shit like right off the bat. I'm like, not interested. Go up on your day.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's like I have a hard enough time. I think it's just like my insecurities and shit. And it's like I've always had issues like that where there's times I've been friends with people and then they're like, yeah, like when we first started hanging out, like I was really into you and I wanted things to be happening. I'm so glad we're friends now. And I'm like, what? When? I knew nothing about this. What the fuck are we talking about?
At reading like signs.
It's bad, which is weird because you can literally.
Which is so funny because when we talked on our first Taboo Talk, you were talking about how insecure you are, and like how you don't find yourself attractive.
Yeah.
Every single person you've met, like on my side of friends, whether they're girls, they're literally like, dude, Travis is so hot.
Oh my god.
I'm like, yes, I know. Why are you telling me this? Like, just tell it to him. Like, I'm quite aware. I see his thirst traps on Instagram all the time.
You're quite aware, huh?
Yes. I guess we are ice cream boys.
Alright, fuck it. We're keeping the channel with the same name.
Hey, who got the waters today?
Thank you.
I ran them.
We're gonna do a whole episode of like things you and I think are normal and just Urban Dictionary them and find out how
And then
wrong
just
we are.
I'm.
That'll be a fun episode. Tell me after. We'll talk about it.
All right, yeah, we'll talk about it.
But yeah, so and yeah, it's weird because then I like.
But you gotta also understand, like, girls right now are, women right now are attracted to like an athletic, fit person, and you literally fit that description. Especially if you follow him on Instagram, he's been throwing some like thirst stuff up on there, man. Water just dripping off his chin, like thirsty. But you know what? If I look like that, I would do the same thing.
Oh my god!
Give me like 4 months, and I'll be right there.
But well, it's weird too, because like in the past year and a half, fuck, it's been 2 years now I've been single. No, because I dated. I dated a homegirl.
Ooh, we finna get a text message before the episode's over.
No, she's blocked now. She's blocked on everything now after that shit. Well, no, I dated her for 3 months, but yeah, it's almost been like 2 years now.
Like 2 years. Also, I went 10. Personal record.
No, it's been a year and a half. It's been a year and a half.
Counting homegirl before homegirl.
Yes, before when I broke up with Pat. Fuck me! What is with me today?
Hey, I'm all down for it.
when I broke up
I'm
with
all
her,
down. None of my exes follow me on
no.
shit, so I don't give a fuck.
No. I don't need. That bitch emailed me. That's how you know she blocked everything. She emailed my ass.
I'm gonna start a YouTube channel on myself, and I'm just gonna be me rapping all his exes' names. And he can go around. It's not even gonna rhyme. It's just gonna be me just saying their names over and over again on a hot beat.
Oh fuck. No, with XX.
Hold on. Travis, are you sweating?
A little bit, bro. I got genuinely kind of scared when you said that shit. I was like, we're gonna have to talk after this shit.
Hey.
That fucking psycho emailed me.
Yeah. I think if you would have skipped that, she probably would have hit me up.
Yeah, my butthole puckered so hard when I saw that email, dude.
Mine.
I literally went. Huh! I looked around, bro. I was like, is she here?
There's like fucking your hair's like.
I was like at work, and I was like, is she here? Mm-hmm. Has she found me? Which I've decided we're gonna tell that story of that whole issues with that relationship, and then the 48 hours of breaking up. That is,
so let me put it this way.
Will be a full taboo talk.
His relationship with what's her face? It's like 50 Shades of Grey, but like not at all. At all.
Not at all.
Like that.
It's the the reverse.
Yeah.
Bro, it's
Think about it like I would say it's like baseball. Yeah. Like you hit, like the batter hits that putt fly and it just fucking keeps going, and then the center fielder and the right fielder just collide. That's your relationship. The center fielder and the right fielder colliding heads, hearing that, and then they just fall. The ball's still on the outfield. That's what I would say his relationship is.
This is a lot of analogies. It was fucking terrible. Let's just put it that way. It was fucking terrible.
Yeah.
My friends all hated it. It was horrible. 3.5 years of terribleness, but we'll talk about it eventually. But we're not talking about that right now. But
we're talking about what led him to be this picky.
Yes.
But put that shitty relationship aside.
Yes.
We're talking about me. I ruined his expectations in a relationship.
It's all about Jose.
It was me.
My love life is all about Jose now.
I mean, you get great advice.
Well, no, so, okay. Let's preface this. I think we may have talked a little bit about this before. But after and I separated after 3.5 years. Separated. That sounds like... No, I was never married.
No.
Never married. Never.
No.
Fuck that. Dear God, that would have been a fucking nightmare.
Didn't you wear... We'll talk about that on the TED Talk.
Yeah, that's a whole nother
That's
thing.
going to be a fucking 15-parter.
Dude, no shit. The relationship alone is going to be at least 2, and the last 48 hours is a minimum of like a 2.5 hour story.
Yeah. That's going to be our documentary. We're going to shoot a documentary style.
Fucking email her and interview
like
her.
over your shoulder. It's just like me over your shoulder, like interviewing you. You're just like, how did that make you feel? Just tears the whole time.
I'm slightly traumatized.
Okay. All right.
But I think that's like, it's a good thing because, that's what we're trying to say is like, whenever we broke up, you, Emily, Derek, all kind of like got with me and you're like, hey, you've dated 2 people in a row that took you away from everybody, didn't allow you to hang out with people, and treated you like utter dog shit. So, if you do this again, we're out, and that's your choice. So you have to be aware. So, we came up with the stamps.
The stamps, yes.
The stamps. I really want to get a literal stamp. And just freak somebody out and be like, here is a piece of paper with some squares. What's this for? You have to get stamps of approval from my lesbians, my black, my pineapple, and my Mexican. And
also, I saw you post a picture on Instagram with the pineapples.
He DM'd me back and he just goes, fuck you.
I had a feeling that was going to happen. I had a feeling.
The more we went and trained on Saturday, he gets out of the car. He was like, you fucking potato-headed goddamn fucking Irish piece of shit. And he was like, I'm sorry, man. He was like, I'm bad at talking shit. I'm working on it. I was like, we'll get there, Landon. But we have the stamps now that before I am allowed to be in a relationship with somebody, y'all have to meet them and get the stamps of approval.
Stamps of approval.
Stamps of approval.
Yep.
The last one had the stamps, except for Derek. And Derek saw some wickedness in there.
Derek, man, he be seeing stuff that I think he's a medium. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, like a fucking channeler.
I think he's like a New Jersey medium. Is it medium or medium? Medium. Okay. I think that's what he is. I think that's why he's kind of like quiet, and he carries that hairspray with the
hand sanitizer.
with the sanitizer. Because I feel like he feels something, and then he's just gonna go, and then it's gonna form the body of a ghost.
Oh God.
That was the
dude. He does have a good ghost story. We'll have to get him on to talk about that.
Oh,
that's fucking
you want to talk?
wild.
I got some ghost stories, bro.
That's what we'll do in the next episode.
I got some ghost stories.
Okay. That's what we're doing right after
stories.
This. Anyways, this is about you.
This is about me
in my dating life.
This is me ruining your life.
But okay, so the whole point is like y'all have made me. I still have my insecurities.
Everyone has.
I still don't find myself attractive. I'm learning to accept myself more. And you, specifically, and this, the Taboo Talk, formerly Ice Cream Boys, has helped me where I have zero issue that the second I meet somebody now, I'm like, hey, here's all my bullshit. So...
They're like, tell me a secret. Oh, it's episode 5.
Here's my YouTube channel.
We put it all out there.
Binge watch everything and tell me if you're still in. That's
I think that's a requirement at this point. I think that's a requirement.
Well, no, what's funny is like with the last one, I literally told her I did this. And then we posted the video talking about the breakup, and as I'm sitting next to you, I get a very angry text message. And I'm like...
And it ruined the mood, because like we were going to have dinner or something.
Yes! And I was literally like, woman, if you were watching my shit, we literally said we were going to talk about it if it happened. Did you think we were lying?
So someone out there is making spark notes of our podcast.
Yeah.
And they're making it a lot more dramatic than they really are.
Yes. And let's put it this way. Okay, let's talk about it a little bit. Why not? So I got a text message from the ex, and it was after we had dropped the breakup podcast, right? So she just sent, call me, and I was like, why?
I said, don't do it.
Yeah, and
I said,
Jose
don't
was
do
sitting
it.
there, he goes, don't do that. And I just text back, why? Because I blocked her in like social media, and I left it open for my phone just because, even though fucked me over a little bit. I still care. And that if something
it's just because you're a kind person.
And like if something were to happen and she needed to call me for whatever reason, if she needed help with anything or something like that, put everything aside.
That's why 911 exists.
Yeah. So we got well, basically, we got a very angry text message talking about, oh, you're talking shit about me and all this stuff, and you're bringing everything up, and I'm like, okay, this is kind of confusing because did you watch it? And she's like, no, I didn't watch it. My yada yada watched it and told me you were talking shit. I'm like, oh, the one that was doing nothing but talking shit about me and trying to steer you away from me. Cool. Yeah. So, and I went back, and you know what's funny is the next day I went back and rewatched it just to see how much we actually addressed her. 7 minutes out of an hour. We even brought her up. Didn't drop a name.
I think she got mad because she didn't get her 15 minutes.
And didn't say really anything negative. Other than we didn't know what the fuck was going on. Really didn't say anything negative.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I recall a part of it. I was like, I still love the hell out of the girl. She was great to me and all this stuff. And that's what I'm talking about. And we were like, and that just shows where you're being manipulated by your friends. And that's why I really responded to her. So I was like, how about you go in? I was like, do me a favor. I'm going to block you on my text messages because you're just kind of talking a bunch of shit to me right now and kind of dogging me. Go watch it. And be an adult. Go watch it and form your own opinion. And email me if you still think I did you something wrong or was talking shit. I never brought up anything crazy personal. I kept a lot of it out. We just kind of talked about the situation. And that was 7 minutes of the entire podcast. And we talked about what I need to do better in relationships going forward. That was it. Like, we didn't dog anybody. Anything like that hasn't happened.
Yep. But, it is what it is.
So, back to you ruining my
your relationship.
It's weird because, like, I'll click with some people, but it's not... Now, the difference back in the day, it was like, if I clicked with someone on like 20% of shit, I was like, cool, we can probably make this work. And then I pursue something romantically with them. And then I'm dating them. And then other shit. And you learn more about them later down the line. You're like, oh, I don't like that about this person. And they're talking this way. And I don't like that. Their parents are racist as shit. I don't fucking like that. Yeah, we'll get into that shit. But nice. Well done.
It's a mosquito.
You killed a daddy long legs.
That was a mosquito, dude.
That's what they call me, daddy long legs.
It's not because of his third leg, though. Under a microscope. On a cold day. After he's being circumcised.
Again? They can do it more than once?
Yes.
Any hoozle. So it's just made it to a point that I'm more like way more.
I think you're more aware of what you want.
Yes. And to where
because
like,
we bullied you to understand.
No, let's be honest. Let's be honest with it. It was bullying me into understanding it. Where Emily literally sat me down, she was like, "You're a fucking idiot. I hope you know that. Like, you're letting people treat you like this." She was like, "You're a fucking idiot." And she was like, "And if you do it again, I'm taking Bear from you." And I was like, "What?"
Oh, kidnapping.
Yeah, she was literally talking about kidnapping my dog if I dated the piece of shit again.
I always threaten you to beat your ass like you're not gonna kick mine. It's like an empty threat.
Well, no,
I will kick your fucking ass, and then I'm gonna be knocked out 2 seconds later.
Remember whenever I broke up with XX? You were talking about, no, we're signing a contract that if you get back together with her, I get to tie you up and beat the shit out of you for 45 minutes, and Emily's signing an addendum that she gets to be a part of it.
Mm-hmm. And she was a soccer player, so I know she would kick your ass. Literally.
So yeah, it's I've become way more aware of like what I want, but it's like exactly what I want, which is makes things way more picky and shit. And
I feel like a lot of people are going to think this. Picky's not a bad thing.
No.
It's not a bad thing because you know what you want. You know where you stand and you know what you bring to the table. So, it's not being picky. We say picky, but it's literally just you having some kind of standards or holding yourself up to a standard that you're not just going to drop yourself for whoever gives you attention first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's when we mean picky because I called myself picky for a long time. Mm-hmm. But I also knew what I brought to the table. I knew what I wanted in life. And I knew what I wanted in a partner. So I held out until I found that. Mm-hmm. So just to let everybody, get that feeling that like,
well, you know,
being picky is not a bad thing.
You know what's something interesting too is, and I noticed this really recently, and I thought it was weird because I had like 3 instances that I noticed it where I have, and this was like I never planned to do this, but I don't. This sounds. Nobody's gonna believe me when I fucking say this. Not a soul is gonna believe me when I say this. I have like accidentally made it to where looks is not the first thing I notice in somebody.
Okay.
If that like, because I've dated extremely attractive women before, it's got me in trouble. I've dated extremely attractive women before that was like the first thing I noticed about them. Mm-hmm. They both treated me like absolute horseshit. Mm-hmm. And that, but I literally haven't thought about this until this exact moment. But I think it was more like, because that's the first thing I noticed in both of them is how sexually attracted to them I was. And then that led me to maybe overlooking some things and dating them. But now it's like I don't even notice that in first. Where I can literally sit there and you can have me meet somebody. I'm like, yeah, they're fucking gorgeous. That being said, right now I'm not sexually attracted to them. Yeah. Maybe if I get to know them a little bit better, then I will be. But it's weird. It's fucking weird.
You know when I realized to stop doing that? Like when to stop basing everything on attraction? When I found out how many times Halle Berry's been divorced.
fucking with me right now?
No, she's been divorced like 5 times.
Jesus Christ.
Halle Berry
Yeah.
was like the sex symbol of the early 2000s.
Yeah, I know. Whenever we played a
Divorced
heads
5
up,
times.
all I had to say was hot and black, and you said Halle Berry. Well, no. So here's the thing: is like this wasn't a choice. It was something I've noticed in like the past 2 weeks that I go to a gym with a bunch of. I teach at a gym at a bunch with like a bunch of very attractive women that are like bodybuilders or bikini competitors, or whatever the fuck it may be, that really work on how their body looks, and they have gorgeous faces too. And I'm like, I don't even notice. Like it's so weird that I don't even notice. Meanwhile, I'll like hear someone start talking, and I'm like, oh god, like I like their mindset, and that's like the first thing that's going through my head now. It's not I can like see a girl and go, wow, she's gorgeous, but it's not. I don't know how to word this. It's like it's not one of my priorities anymore.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes complete sense.
And it's tripping me the fuck out. Yeah, so it's so weird now that like I don't know. Things are
You're finally figuring out that like looks is not all the thing. You know what I mean?
I mean, I always knew it was never all the thing, but it was like the first immediate thing is I was like, I have to be crazy, stupid, sexually attracted to somebody, and then I'll talk to that person. And then now it's like, oh, she's cute. Let me talk to her, and it's like, okay. God, that probably does not sound. I just realized how bad that probably sounded.
She's cute. Okay.
I'm not verbalizing what I'm really thinking very well right now.
Yeah.
I'm not. And this was on a whim. I thought of talking about this on my way over here. Like, I was like, I think
I feel like a lot of these taboos are like that.
Yeah, there are a lot of spur in the moment.
Yeah.
Plan much. Oh, God, Daddy Longlegs is back. I don't know if he got him. He might have just fell down a little bit. But yeah, so I'm in this weird point of like change, and it's not a change based out of entirely negativity. Like I've been getting more jewelry and shit. I don't know why. I like
you're exploring your sexuality, man. It's just what it is.
Okay, no. Let's go there. Let's slow down.
You thought about it for too long.
No. I know exactly which my sexuality is. It's homosexual. Oh, fuck me. God damn it. Fuck! Heterosexual.
Too late. And that's a wrap for us today.
No,
way to finish it.
Heterosexual. God damn it. I hang out with too many fucking dykes. I just realized, like, I don't even remember the last time I heard the word
Breaking news. You heard it here first.
No,
Travis.
Oh my god, that was an accident. Jesus fuck.
We're going back to the ice cream boys, I guess.
No. That would have been perfect if you had been like, no, go give me a water. Oh, shit. God.
So you want to talk about how you were going to keep me in the country?
Okay, that's what I was trying to say, right? Is I was trying to be like, I was trying to make a joke where I was like, I'm heterosexual with the exception of Henry Cavill and keeping you in the country. That's what I was trying to say.
That went horribly wrong.
And it immediately went, I'm homosexual.
That went horribly wrong.
I don't know if I ever told you this story, so when I went into high school... When I went into high school, I like just knew I wanted to powerlift, right? And so I took Theater 1. And one of my teacher, I like realized I was like, oh, this is fun. This is fun. So one of my teachers, Miss McIntyre, came up to me and she goes, hey, you're really good. I had someone drop out of my play. It's a small part. Do you want to be in it? And I was like, sure, cool. And I accepted and I came home. I told my mom about it. And I'm just kind of sitting there and my dad walks over and he goes, so... I heard you're a thespian now. And I go, no, I'm straight. I didn't know what it meant, and I thought he was calling me some kind of gay. I was like, no, I'm straight. And he just looks at me like, oh, you fucking idiot. And he just... And then I'm like going to school the next day, and my teacher was like, yeah, so your parents are glad? And I was like, yeah, but my dad called me a thespian. What the hell is that? I told him I was straight, and she just goes, just puts her hand in her hand. She goes, that means one who does theater. And I was like, oh.
You're like, guilty.
Guilty. I didn't. Oopsie. Anyways, no, I'm not learning my sexuality. I know I'm heterosexual.
Okay.
I know exactly what I'm into kink-wise. Stop. I know exactly what I'm into kink-wise. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think I'm just at this point. You know what? I think I know what it is. I just realized this. Most recent one, was like trying to change how I dress and shit. And I think this is an act of rebellion.
Like you're rebelling?
Because I'm 16, apparently. I don't know, but it's like...
Is your belly button pierced?
No.
Okay, what to say?
No, my ass will never know. Anyhoozle.
Prince Albert?
We'll talk about that another time. But yeah, like, I just got a bunch of shit. Like, the bracelets and shit I got, I just saw them online. I was like, those are cool. And then dope. The chains, I was like...
3 chains?
I dig it. It's fucking shoes. I got fucking
I'm a gold guy, so it's you know.
Gold doesn't go with my skin tone. And silver appreciates in value.
Yeah.
You gotta think economically with your fashion.
I have a lot of gold, so
it's we can melt that shit down anytime and make bars. The fuck where were we on? Oh yeah, so I don't know. I think it's more of a I think it's more of just me growing up thing.
Yeah, and it's kind of
it took me
ironic because it takes people, you know, a lot sooner for them to realize or a lot later to realize. So it's
or it takes 10 months and then 3.5 years worth of shitty relationships to make you realize
so
that you're more focused on how you want to be treated versus anything else.
Yeah, I'm saying you're holding yourself to a standard.
Yeah, and it's interesting. Because it makes things
and also
way more difficult.
I feel like it helps when you're focused on something else other than like trying to find someone.
Yeah.
Because like you're training a lot more now. You're working a lot more. You have your fights and stuff to look forward to. So like you're not rushing to get someone.
And that's the thing too is like
someone
where I'm not looking at all. I'm not trying to. I don't do the online dating shit. Like if someone just stumbles upon, then cool, we'll figure it out from there. But yeah, it's like I'm so busy with work right now, and then I mean it's like I'm trying to fight in May for a professional fight, and then I've got like goals with that of everything I want to do, and it's like it's not even in my top 3 list of priorities right now, and doing shit like that. I'm like super content with living alone now. It doesn't faze me in the least bit. But yeah, it's interesting, and I just noticed this recently where I'm like, this is weird, like, you know, because like the lesbians have straight friends, and like I don't know if that's
just because they're lesbian doesn't mean they're just they're not fucking Republicans, dude. You're just like, well, my Republicans, they just won't hang out with me no more.
No, what I meant was like, I don't know if that's more of a where I try not to like date or have sex with my friends. If that makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if it's that in me, or I don't know if it's just like that I genuinely am just not focused on that. And it's like, unless I get straight up bluntly approached, I'm not going to even attempt to hit on anybody.
I always just make fun of it. Like, whenever, when I was single, I would always be like, hey, who's your friend? Every take the shit out of him. Introduce me to your friend.
So yeah, it's interesting. That's where I'm at headspace wise, and it's I'm not worried about it anymore, and like I really have no desire to hit on anyone. And that was one of the funny things when we went out for Smith's birthday the other day. One of their gay friends comes up to me and they're like, Travis, I'm having a hard time hitting on girls. Will you help me? And I'm like, you're asking for the wrong fucking person. I can't flirt worth a goddamn shit. I was like, I'm oblivious if somebody's even into me, let alone tell me to start flirting with somebody, the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, if I'm in a relationship, I can flirt great. But other than that, no, I'm terrible at it. It's fucking
See, I was an
horrible.
old school, flirt. I just made fun of you the whole time.
Like you're 6. If a boy picks on you, that means he likes you.
Like, I'd be like, hey, what's up? Just leave a fucking giant brute. I didn't do that. I'm just saying,
Jose
I didn't
was
do
walking
that.
through and he was like, hey, how are you? Cut punch!
Got you looking. Or I would wait. If they were looking the other way, I would just put my fist right there and be like, hey! I didn't do any of that. Just saying.
No, he...
But I always did roast on people.
You know what the
whenever I
best
was
one
in-
you did was when, before Ashley, you were like talking to the girl when we were walking down the street, and you were like, "Oh, look, a bus!" And you shoved her.
I remember that. Yeah. She was a very nice lady.
Was
R.I.P.
was
R.I.P. This total fictional person.
I guess the moral of the story is if you're into me, make it known, or else I'm not.
Just
even
wear a
fucking
shirt
try.
that says, "Dude, I'm attracted to you." That's just.
Have a picture of my face. This guy. This is the one.
Yes.
This.
May I sit here, and then just like picture his face.
That's
Just
that's a
saying.
quick way to my
I'm
heart
just
right
saying.
there. That's an extra blunt. I love that bullshit.
Just do it. Literally.
That'll be the logo.
Nike, hit me up, man. I'm good with these.
Oh shit.
Come at me.
But yeah, so that was fun. I guess this is dating part 2.
I guess, yeah. We'll go
Of
with it.
Taboo Talk, and then we're gonna have a few more filming sessions right now, and then
Yeah.
But we're back, baby.
We're back. Content.
The Ice Cream Squad is back. It's only 2 of us. It's squad to
It's
squad
just,
is tough.
I mean,
We're gonna figure it out. We promise. It'll be something new. We'll find it. It's catchy. It's gonna be like lightning in a bottle. But in the meantime, it's fun sending audio messages back and forth of just
that's been
the
such a
vanilla
fun-
gorilla and the cinnamon sensation.
that was fantastic. To listen to that, I was literally laughing. I was laughing so hard.
I was dying as I was driving down the highway thinking of that shit. I'm like, that's goddamn amazing.
Yeah, it's been great.
But we will see you guys next time. Oh, if you like this video, go ahead and like it. Comment down below how you are in your dating life. If you fucking suck at flirting. None of you ever fucking listen to us and comment on shit.
Yeah.
Do it. Just do it. This is how I flirt now, like a fucking peacock. Like a bird of paradise.
I would literally run away. I would just take off running.
But yeah, and then
never come
subscribe to the channel if you have not already subscribed for daily
back. If you're into
uploads.
Travis, just hit him up. Just hit him up on his Instagram.
Let's not
Wait for him
stop.
to drop a
Stop,
t-shirt.
stop.
Just wait for him to post a photo of him like saying, "I just worked out. No more fat on my
let's
belly,"
not make
as
this
he
one
runs
dating
his
from
6-pack. You know what I mean? Just do that. Sometimes he likes to post stuff on his private stuff where he got an ice cube and he's running it down his chest.
No, I am
down.
fucking not.
He just did you just send that to me then? Yeah. Why am I holding this? It's just one of those things. You know what I mean? It's just
Some videos are just for you.
oh, then I appreciate that. You can see those videos on my private Twitter.
In my heterosexualness.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only gay for Jose. I straight faced that. I hope you know that.
I did too, but I low keyed knew it was true.
See you guys next time.